Doing? All right. Welcome everybody this evening to our live session. This is a session from our ongoing boot camp, um, the Valor Career Accelerator Program. But this one we decided to make it public because this is something that involves everyone in the Web3 space in the crypto industry. We all work from home. In fact, most teams in this in the crypto space work from different parts of the world. And there's one thing that is not always emphasized on is the health, wellness, and fitness of these people that work remotely across the world. And most times we are so consumed with chasing the bag, chasing the money, chasing the airdrop, chasing the jobs that we do not consider our health. And we end up making all that money, and at the end of the day, maybe one day the health breaks down and you begin to use all the money you've made to take care of your health. So how do you find that balance? So we're going to be having a specialist here in the area of remote work and fitness. She's someone who specializes in helping young people, especially remote workers, get stay fit without feeling like you're actually staying fit. I'm a typical example. I'm a typical beneficiary of this. So this is supposed to help you learn how you can stay fit, learn how you can be well without actually feeling like you are going through a lot of stress. So on that note, I'll be Miss Jennifer will be joining us shortly in order to talk to us and help us find, because now those of us, like, we like to make lots of money, so we don't like it to break our attention or break our timeline. You can stay awake all day. Some persons work in very interesting time zones where they have to like sleep all day and work all night, right? So but then how do you maintain that balance? That's why we have the founder of Jennifer's Hub to tell us and show us how we can live well and at the same time cash out big. I almost say praise the Lord, but okay. So thank you so much, Miss Jennifer. Thank you so much for agreeing to do this with us and for us this evening. We're happy to have you. All right. So please introduce yourself.
Thank you. You're my personal person.
Always, always. Same here. Same here.
Is it for me? It's breaking. Is it from my end?
Yes. So I can hear you clearly.
Okay. Okay. I didn't get you. In case if you ask me any question, I don't know if it's from my end. Yes. Network.
Okay. I said you can introduce yourself.
Okay. Is that fine? Okay. Hello, everyone. My name is Jennifer Nnamdi. I'm the founder of Geneva Hub, and I have one goal. I want to help remote workers, especially Web3 professionals like us, to have a good relationship with food and in turn achieve any of our fitness goals, whether it has to do with losing weight, gaining weight, or maintaining your current weight. But the whole idea is to make sure that as you're working and getting your money, you're not spending your money on drugs because it defeats the whole aim of making too many money in this generation, because it doesn't really make sense if you are spending all your money in the hospital treating one illness after the other. So my main goal is to help remote workers, especially Web3 professionals, to have a good relationship with food and achieve their fitness goals. Then in the side work, I'm also a Web3 ghostwriter. I help CEOs with writing tweets or any of their written content online. Then I'm also a social media manager. I think that's all for now.
All right. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for that. So, like you people heard her, he's going to be walking us through all of this. Without further ado, um, sorry, just a sec. Without further ado, let's look at one of the things that people struggle with is staying motivated while staying fit. I mean, for the longest of times, I wanted to lose weight, right? And every time I start, I don't get past 2 days because I wasn't properly, not like I really want to lose weight. The internal motivation is there, but somehow I just don't get myself to get past 2 days. So, how do we stay motivated in order to stay fit consistently while working from home?
I think I think I can think of two reasons actually. One is results. These days, when it has to do with fitness, people are more result result oriented than progress oriented. And trust me, fitness is something you should think of long term. You think of long term like results, and to think long term, you have to really think of progress than results. So most people they get demotivated in the sense that in 1 month they've not maybe lost weight or maybe they've not been consistent. They feel like they've not been consistent in the whole thing, so they automatically give up.
Mm,
So one thing I can tell, one thing I normally advise people in my community is we have a slogan, one tiny step at a time. You know, there's this adage and the proverb, I don't know how they put it, but many drops makes an ocean. So if you are taking one tiny step, or like it might not look big, but trust me, it will accumulate to a bigger result over like 1 year, even months. So most times
yeah.
people want to they are more of result oriented than progress oriented. So it can actually demoralize them in the long run. Another thing is the second part is something with this remote work. You know, we are working with different time zones, and the work you're doing now might not be the same work you're going to do tomorrow or in the next few months because you're always looking for more a place that you are growing in your career. So because of that change of schedule or change of normal things. Let me say I was doing a job that I used to wake up by 5 p.m. Sorry, 5 a.m. And when I change jobs or change role, I now have to wake up by 8 a.m. This type of thing requires that I readjust my schedule to fit that new job role. So because we work from home, readjusting our schedule, our fitness schedule to suit our current job role seems to be like a struggle to people. So what you see people doing is when they change jobs, they tend to try to still follow the previous fitness plan and it won't work. It will kind of make it difficult for them hit to be fit while changing rules. So one of the things you must actually like look into is as you're changing levels, be changing your schedule. Maybe at this point, morning routines was working for you, morning workout routines. As you change job roles, you don't notice, evening workouts will be more suited for this particular job role. Just keep adjusting. That's what it means. I don't know if I'm clear.
Yeah, it makes perfect sense, right? Um, so take tiny steps, so that you don't like have too many expectations, too much expectation at a goal, and then at the same time, as you change your schedule, you also adjust, your fitness goals or your fitness plans or the way you go about achieving that your fitness plan. It's very perfect explanation. I can attest to this as well, right? When she broke it down for me, but a couple of years ago when I really wanted like lose some weight and actually stay fit, because I started feeling like all these aches in my joints. I'm like, I knew that I still sit down for long whenever I'm working. So when she told me that, oh, all I have to do is just to like just start do some meal adjustments and do some step counting, I was like, yeah, is that all? And sincerely, it was easier for me because in my head, I adjusted my expectations, and it really helped me to hit my plenty kgs that I lost eventually before the baby weight came along. But then it was super helpful, very, very helpful. Thank you so much, Miss Jennifer, for that. So now, how do you how do you create people work from home? So how do you create a space, that safe space for you to be able to work out within your place of work for those that work from home? Maybe, although I've seen some persons, they go out on the gym, they go to the gym, some people go to the gym, but then what if the person doesn't want to go to the gym? Or the person doesn't even, when the person remembers gym, it feels like too much to do just to step out of your house. I know people that lost, like me now, I barely step out of my house unless I have something very, very important to do, like church. So how can someone create a safe space for themselves in order to stay fit while they work?
First of all, tell you how it starts with the mindset, gym. Shockingly enough, at this moment, I work out, but I don't go to the gym. Yeah, I don't go to the gym. I don't have any gym membership because every gym that I know that is up to standard to what I want is quite far from me. So what do? I follow workout plans. I have a workout plan that I'm currently on. Some of them is like 2 weeks, some of them is like 3 weeks. So if you're someone that is looking into creating workspace that will encourage you to work out, one of the first things you have to know is that you don't need to go to the gym to work out. So first of all, you set time for it. Because if you're a remote worker, you already know that it looks as if 24 hours is not good enough because if you dare wake up late, forget it. It's as if you're struggling with the 24 hours. So the first thing you have to do is to fix time for it. I fix time for my workouts. Yeah, I fixed time for my workout. And when I restarted my whole fitness because back in school I was running, doing a lot of fitness before, but I took like long break because that mindset I told you that I wasn't seeing the results I wanted. You get, so it really frustrated me. So I left the whole fitness for people that want to do it. I beg, no, not stress me. So that moment, coming back to the whole fitness and with being a Web3 professional, like working in the Web3 space, it was a bit difficult. So what did I do? I started with smaller things. Normally, I can do some exercises like, and my muscle will not pain me. But if I had started there, like with going back to the normal high intensive workout I was doing, then it would have it will have demoralized me. So what did I do? I started with taking walks. The walks I did, they were not much. You might think it was not much, but it was a process whereby I'm walking, maybe lying down with my phone, walking, or sitting up to walk. I have a reminder that either tells me to drink water. And for me to drink water, I have to walk and do that. So doing that, I took like maybe 5 minutes walk. From 5 minutes walk to 10 minutes walk. You get, that was how I started. I had to literally reprogram my mind in that regard. The other thing I did was I know you don't have equipment. It's okay. Find a workout that can work for you. And if you're someone that's just starting out in the space, taking walks is a good start. Don't stress yourself. It's a good start. Before we talk about the whole muscle building, like building like strength training exercises. But first of all, at this moment, taking a walk is what you need. Just standing up from that place you've been sitting down or you've been lying for a long period and just take a walk. Maybe to buy something. Just intentionality is all you want. So it starts from your mind actually that you can be fit at home. Then I was working out without even a yoga mat or an exercise mat. What I was doing was I was using rapper there. a rubber that was not slippery. Like that was what I was using. I was trying to improvise for myself. So I'm just saying that you don't need to go to the gym to be fit. So start with taking walks. Okay, make your another thing that can even help you is staying organized. If your room or your house is organized, you're already seeing the space to even exercise. But if you wake up in the morning and your house is not arranged, trust me, the strength to even exercise will even leave, even if you have 1% of it. So it starts with the mind actually. You don't need to go to the gym to be fit. So that's it. Hello, hope is Victor.
Sorry, I was muted. Hope you can hear me now.
Yes, I can.
Okay. Um, so you mentioned so is there something like you set alarms to that helps you to stand up, and then from there you're able to like achieve one or two goals, right? Like walk for 5 minutes, 10 minutes, and all of that. So now, what about screen fatigue? I can attest to this. Like you spend, let's say you spend like lots of hours on your screen, your laptop and your phone, and you feel so fatigued. So how do you, what do you do after that like long hours? How do you re-energize? How do you recharge? How do you, um, do you have to like maybe schedule your workouts early before the long hours, or so how do you find this balance if you're someone who works like crazy hours and end up being fatigued after those long hours?
Okay, the first thing you have to know whether morning or night evening workouts, both of them will work. That's the truth. So it's now for you to fix it up in your own schedule. Then, if you're someone that always deals with screens, things like writer, marketing, or maybe you are the CEO of it, or even the owner of your company, you're always researching. So some of these things is also timing too. You have to take rest. The type of rest I mean is sleep. A little nap will not hurt. Because part of self-care, even normally in exercise, when you are following a plan or when you're exercising, they tell you, oh, you need to exercise 3 times or 5 times in a week. The other two or the other remaining four is for you to rest actually. To really rest because rest is part of fitness. You can't remove it. Rest is part of fitness. So in this type of scenario, the first thing I'm telling you is take shut down the screen. Take rest. Because if I tell you to watch movie, it's still screen time. You get so you can actually shut down the screen and just rest, like really rest. Maybe just think about maybe something you've been reading or just really taking a nap. And 30 minutes rest is okay. It will go a long way than we even think it will. So I think it's like literally rest. Rest is part of self-care. Rest is part of fitness too. Okay. Hope that answers your question.
Yes, it does. Um, so what are the best quick workouts for busy remote workers with limited time? Like, what are you mentioned like taking a few short steps? So they're like other forms of workouts that doesn't take like a lot of time. That's people that have like very short time on their hands can actually do to stay fit.
Yes. Squats. I know most people are familiar with this. Squats, jumping jacks, you can browse all these things. It's just that some of these exercises are have their role in the body, okay, and they are targeting different things. So one of the things you can do, especially if you're a remote worker, just stand up, do some neck rolls, like normal usual stretches, stretch your back, things like just to show your body, oh, I'm not stationed in this position. Oh, you get, you can stand up, do some hand exercises, just boxing in the air, things that don't require like much time. You can take like do 10 squats, just bend down. Jumping jacks is this one. I don't know. I can't demonstrate because the screen is small. You get jumping jacks. What are they calling? Dex push up. You're just like this. Just make sure that your body is moving. Like do some stretches, obviously. Then The squats and the jumping jacks can come into place. Then high knees too. High knees is when you're standing on one place and you're raising your leg as if you're marching on a spot. It's part of it. So just these are some of the things you can just do within 5 minutes. You can do them and just um, get back to your work.
Awesome, awesome. Okay, awesome. So, like I said earlier, when a couple of years ago when I was trying to like lose weight, in fact, the weight loss wasn't even my first goal. I started having this, experiencing these joint pains. My knees started to hurt because my knees and my lower back because I was always sitting down for long, uh, working remotely. So that was like I was like, no, 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 this is the height of it. So I had to start, doing those long walks early in the morning, and it's really changed everything for me. So how can one avoid, because I noticed there was this huge leap in my weight when I started like right after, I think right after I got married, and I started working much more and more at home, right? So as is like this leap in my weight gain. So how can someone avoid weight gain or sedentary habits? Because you can't deny that if you're working from home, especially if you watch, if you are from working from Africa, and maybe you're working Asian times from Africa, which means that while people are asleep, you are awake, and that means you're going to tend
Yeah.
to have, eat some things, finger foods, you check your fridge, you eat stuff. So how do you avoid gaining weight while working from home? Because it encourages some sort of habits that will go against all your fitness goals.
Yeah, very important. I was going to even mention, even if you don't ask the question, nutrition and fitness always go hand in hand. Trust me, nutrition and fitness always go hand in hand. I like putting it like this. Imagine you want to build, as an architect, I'm not an architect. Each building, building a church, um, constructing a church building, the way you construct it is actually different from the way you construct a residential place, because there are a lot of things you have to put into consideration. In church, instruments will be loud, so you have to consider the thickness of the wall. You get some of these things. That's the same thing with our bodies. Okay, our body functions with food. Like food is the building block of our body. And when I'm talking about food, I'm not talking about the bones that you pick up or maybe the rice that you eat consistently. No, food is a full package whereby the 6 classes of food is inside of it. So when you are eating the right type of food, your body is getting the right nutrients that it needs to function. So if you are able to get your nutrition right, you will solve half of your problems. Am I saying half? More than half of your problems. Trust me, nutrition is key, because when you eat right, you tend to be more full, and you avoid some of these finger foods. And when it even has to do with finger foods, if you have the right snack, the kind of healthy snacks, things like fruits and veggies, nuts around, when you even snack on them, you're not just snacking on them because you're craving for them. Your body is also getting nutrients in the process that it will help you like function properly within the time you have to work. So when you get your food, your feeding right, more than 50% of your weight gain problem is solved. But where the problem is one, the food you are eating. This is a long talk. Oh. Do I have the time? Ms. Victoria, just give me go ahead. Let me explain, really break down this for them so they will understand how this would work.
They go ahead.
Okay, so let me explain to you guys. Imagine I constantly eat rice every day, just rice and stew. And you know your body needs minerals, vitamins, fat, oil, and the normal rice, carbohydrates, protein too. You get, your body needs these things because each of these nutrients have their different function in the body. So if you're just focused on one part, one nutrient, like let me say just carbohydrate, just rice every time, only rice. Your body is just getting the energy it needs to survive. It's not getting things like iron that your body needs to produce more blood. So most times, even when you are fatigued, it's because you don't have enough blood. Yeah. And your body cannot produce more because it's lacking iron. So things also like phosphorus is needed for your cell to replicate, because whether you know it or not, at each minute, cells, different cells are dying in your body. Yes, but it's now with the right nutrients. If you are feeding well, it will quickly reproduce it. Do you understand me? So when this happens, when you are not eating right, you are making, let me say, if you have 1 million cells and you are feeding it well, you are giving it the right nutrients, it will keep producing the 1 million cells that your body needs to function like all your daily activities. Okay, but if you give it like less nutrient than you need, it starts reducing the number, or it begins to replicate um very bad, not like bad cells, like very weak cells that are prone to diseases, that are prone to illnesses. So when you pass through where there is one bacteria, it will just grab onto it. There is nothing to fight against that bacteria. That's one of the things that eating right does for you. So another thing about eating right is this: when you eat lots of junk or lots of junk, what it does is that things like, let me use lots of biscuits, because you can crave some of those things when you're working at home. So when you crave some of those things, that biscuit, I say biscuit, that biscuit or cookie only contains things, sugar, and some of the sugar that it contains has already been processed to glucose. And you know, when you take your rice, your body is trying to break it down to glucose that your body can assimilate, your blood can assimilate and send to the other parts of your body. Okay, that's how your body digests normal food. But when you take biscuit, it's already in the simplest form. Your body doesn't need to digest it. You get, so it automatically pumps it into your blood. So, and your blood, say your blood, it becomes strengthened because the amount of sugar is more, like in the bloodstream, is more than it requires. So what does it do? It begins to release insulin that will fight and reduce the blood level to the normal rate it should be in, like it should be. Let me say, if the blood sugar is 100% and what is needed in your blood glucose needs is 50%, this insulin would fight out to bring down the whole glucose or the sugar to 50. That's the normal range for the. It's not this. Not I'm just giving you a scenario. Okay, this is normal range, and in that way, the excess one that it doesn't need, it will now take it to the fat cells. That means that sugar is now stored as fat cells. Then the worst scenario is if you are not working out, because one way your body uses sugar or utilizes some of this excess food you eat is when you work out. Oh, it feels like, oh, I need more energy. It's now release that sugar into the blood again for your body to use it and function. So basically, the idea about weight gain is to solve it. Trust me, is to eat well and try as much as possible to move. So if you are not eating right, you will suffer weight gain. Even if you are not suffering weight gain, you will suffer other diet related diseases. Trust me, because I like telling people this: if you give me a hammer and I come to a building that has pillars, let me say just one pillar, and every day I keep, I just hit once on one pillar, the same spot, for like 10 years, that particular pillar will become weak, and very soon it will fall apart, thereby the building will collapse. So that you're feeding your body now with the wrong diet, it might not show. Maybe when it will show is when you're not getting to your 40s. This is when things will become, where your past habits will now come back to taunt you. That's why it's right to start now, to start building the right eating habits, not just for yourself but for the long run. That's how to like actually fight weight gain. So how to fight weight gain is to develop good eating habits. Eating habits, I mean, try to cook more often. I know you're a remote worker. I can give you guys tips later, okay, about how to plan your meal so that you can eat healthy. It's possible. It's possible actually. So eat well. How to eat well? Incorporate more vegetables, more of fruits and vegetables into your daily meals. I'm saying daily, yes, because your body needs some of these nutrients, vitamins and minerals on daily basis. So you must really, really incorporate vegetables and um, fruits. That's beyond the whole protein that you normally take. This Nigeria, we know the rice, the beans, normally, but I know one of the things that we normally fight against is fruits and vegetables, especially Nigerian people. So you must incorporate these two things to actually give your body all the nutrients it needs. I hope that answered our question, this particular question. I hope you did.
Yes, that was pretty in depth, right? It was well detailed with all the nutritional facts. So thank you so much for that. So if you're listening to this, just make sure that you follow our guest speaker here, Jennifer Nnamdi underscore, and follow us as well at Follow Official so that you can stay updated on staying fit and making money. All this, as you're making your money, make sure you're also staying fit as well. If you notice, this is a very simple thing. Just turn it to your habits, to your feeding habits, and to your lifestyle, and you are on your way to being fit. You can make money and be fit at the same time. So we have just a few more questions here, and if you have any question that want to be addressed, maybe you have any challenges you're having, you can drop it in the comment section as well. So, Miss Jennifer, so how
Yeah.
okay, sorry, Mr. Yes, are there like apps, recommended apps that can help you track these fitness goals? I know you mentioned setting up alarms and stuff. Are there apps or that can help you achieve some of our fitness goals, or maybe help you set boundaries, help you prioritize, and all of those things? Are there like apps like that you can recommend? Okay, can recommend. I know this is not like
Okay.
this is not a promotion. This is not a promotion for any brand at
Yeah.
all. Just sharing what works. All right. Okay, you go ahead.
Okay. Um, Currently, I use my watch. My watch is linked to an app, very fit. So most of my trackings, like at the end of the day, I check how many steps I took in a day because currently I have a target of 15,000 steps. I know, is it possible? It's possible, it's doable, especially when you started with something like 5,000 steps. But things
That's
like Google Fit,
there. That's a very
yes,
lot. All right.
Google Fit, Google Fit is there. Then I think any pedometer app can work, especially when it has to do with tracking steps. Then there are things that if you have a to-do list app, it can work. I don't use one yet now because most of my my app, my watch does it for me. I track everything with my watch. So, but I can recommend if you have to do a to-do list app, you can set some of these targets, and I think something like Google Fit, it has an opportunity of you setting your maybe your step, um, the number of steps you want to accomplish like in a day, at least for a couple of times, and it will keep reminding you of it. But why I don't use it is because it's not linked to my watch. My watch is more of their app, they're on their own. So that Google Fit can G Fit can work for you. Another thing I even did was sweat economy. That time they came out, I've not gotten my watch then, but I use them. Like I use them, and it's even if I don't have any motivation, at least their token I was minting then was enough motivation. You get, it was enough motivation for me at least. Even though I'm not saying it has
Sweat.
not. Yes, sweat economy. Yes, sweat coin. I know most people started with it over later, but I'm still using it currently. You
Yeah.
get, but My watch is more. It's not every time I carry my phone. You get. It's not every time I carry my phone. So my watch is a good thing. But most of the apps I use is was when I started was had to do with step counting. Then I had like website. I have one website I go for my workout plan because I've not started designing workout plans for my community people yet. Okay, I've not started designing it for them. So that's basically what I use. When I okay, well, how that the website does for me is that each day I have a workout I'm doing. So when I'm done with it, it will tick that day as done already for me. So that's what I do to track my progress. Trust me, oh, there are days where I will not feel like doing it. I will not do it. Not like I will not do the workouts, but I'll make sure that I actually take my walks. That one is sure banker. And the walks doesn't have to be like a particular set out time. It can be, oh, let me just I know you have car, but if your supermarket is closed, why not take a walk and just come back? Nothing will do you. You just evening show can do a lot of things that you can even use to track it, but I use my phone most times. Then Google Fit can do that. I don't know about eating. I've not had I've not been successful to find a good app for tracking my diet yet. So that's it for now for me.
Okay. Like I said, as mentioned, it's not a promotional. This is not a it's not an ad. It's not a paid promotion for them. Just simply things that apps that you can use to achieve some of your goals from the comfort of your house while you work. All right. So thank you so much, Miss Jennifer, for that. Okay. So now I've had this. Some people share this with me. Now, some persons that work in crypto, that work in Web3, especially the very young ones that are not living on their own yet, so they live with parents and all of that. How can they balance? Okay, they live with parents, and then we have others that fall into the category of like maybe new moms or newly married, or all these things. So, how do you balance these responsibilities with your remote work and also staying fit at the same time, right? Because this kind of thing can just interrupt all your plans. The only time that you know you can achieve all this is if you are living alone. That way you have complete control of your time. But if you are if someone falls into any of these categories, how can they combine all of them and still stay fit? Did we freeze?
I don't know if it's my
Did you get a question? Did you get a
I
question?
I was I was hearing at some point, but I stopped hearing you. Towards the any part.
Okay, I'm just asking, like, if anybody falls into any of these categories. I mean, living with parents, like living with family, maybe newly married or new mom or something. How can they combine all these responsibilities plus remote work plus at their fitness
Yeah.
goals?
Yeah, I can relate because it just brought back memories for me. Okay, when you're staying alone, it's easy to actually be fit, especially if you are self-motivated.
Yeah.
But when other responsibilities start coming in, that's why I told you guys, is to be scheduled, to find out how is your typical day and what does it look like. Because I think I think sometime ending of ending last of two last years 2 years and beginning and of beginning this of this last year, last year, I had I had to help to my help my sister sister out. out. And And this this is is me me moving moving from from being being a a single single lady lady wey wey just just dey dey to helping assisting in taking care of 3 children and other normal responsibilities that you think like a wife or a busy person should have. Then I had like up to like 4 remote jobs that needed my attention. So what did I do? So one of the things I did was I I delegated some delegated some of my of work my work duties. duties. Delegated Delegated it's not it's like not I like I delegated delegated 50 like 50 you like get what I mean, like If it has to
it
do
has
with
to do with
research, the
research, the
person will do
person
the
will do the
research
research
for
for
me.
me.
I
I
will
will
now
now
build
build
on
on
it.
it.
Like
Like
I'll
I'll
not do
not
the
do the
final
final
work
work
on
on
it.
it.
That
That
one
one
reduces
reduces
my
my
stress.
stress.
But
But
when
when
it
it
has
has
to
to
do
do
with
with
fitness,
fitness,
to be shockingly, your kids love fitness than you even think. They are not interested. Like kids are interested in fitness. Trust me. Once they see you, when they see you like exercise, they want to join. I'm saying based on other coaches in this, not in the space, but other fitness coaches, and what I've experienced. So one of the things you have to do is to reschedule. And let me say this: maybe when you are single, or maybe when you had more free time, you are able to do 1 hour workout uninterrupted. Maybe this is the time to reduce it to 30 minutes. Yes, 30 minutes is more visible, especially with your busy life, your busier life now. So you reduce the time for your normal workouts. Okay, then another thing you can do is, if you feel like, because children they go to school now, obviously they will go to school in the morning, or maybe before they even wake up you work out. Like I remember that time when I was telling my sister, when she normally take runs, like she goes for a run around 4 or to 5. By that 5 is now when she'll start preparing the whole normal school run, preparing their lunches, what they will eat as breakfast. So if you wake up earlier, you can achieve your fitness goal. Then by the time you are done, one thing people don't realize is that when you exercise, it even gives you more energy. Trust me, it gives you more energy. So by the time you work out before the day, you are even energized to even prepare the whole meals and they'll go out. But if morning will not work for you, you go for night. I remember that time. There are days where I had to shuffle between morning and night workout. I was working out as late as 10 before I sleep. Yes, I did it because then I was trying to build consistency for myself. You get, I built, like it was so beautiful that each day I don't exercise, it's like if something has removed from my body. So I'm always eagerly waiting for that time. I'll exercise by 10 p.m. in the night. Then I'll have my bath and go to sleep. And it's a beautiful sleep. Trust me. So one of the things you have to do is to reschedule. Maybe you used to work out in the morning, but at this moment, your mornings are not occupied with the things you have to do. You just have to shift your workout to maybe in the afternoon. Nobody said that working out in the afternoon is bad, or working out in the evening or night is bad. It's just based on your schedule. It's based on your schedule. Then cut down time. You don't. It's better you work out 30 minutes per day. It's more effective that way, especially if you are more busy than you're waiting for that time that 1 hour will come out straight for you to work out. You get. And there was another thing I did though that really helped me, because when I was following the plan from the website, some of the exercises are there are like 3 different exercises I have to do. So what I do is I can do 2 in the morning. So those exercises in the morning. Then in the night I will now do the remaining one and go. So it's just trying to break down some of your fitness goals into smaller pieces to fit into your day. Then remember the time I told you I had to take walks. Some of these days I had like okay 30 minutes walk 30 minutes walk plan for the day. But it doesn't mean that I had that 30 minutes like free for me during the day. So what did I do? I broke it down to 10 minutes. So I was free in the morning, so I took the 10 minutes walk. When I took my break in the afternoon, I took 10 minutes. Towards the night, I took 10 minutes. That way, you're achieving your goal without actually stressing yourself so much. So it's doable. That's what I'm trying to say. Anyhow you want to go about it, it's actually doable. Just find something that works for you. What work for me will not work, might not work for you. So find out what will work out for you and stick with it. And keep readjusting because things will keep changing. Life will keep changing for us. So you have to keep readjusting and rescheduling. Hope that
Thank
answers
you.
the question.
Yes, yes. Thank you so much for that. No more questions. We are done. It's been a super, super educative and informational session this evening with Ms. Jennifer Nnamdi. Remember, if you are following us right now, just remember to follow at Jennifer Nnamdi underscore and at Follow Up Official. And you can stay updated on how to earn with your skills and how to also stay fit as well. All right, so second to last question, right? What are the common mistakes people make that when it comes to all of this we've been talking about today? Remember, topic is it's Web3 remote work and fitness. How you can do your remote work and still stay fit and healthy at the same time. So, what are the common mistakes people do, and how can they avoid it?
Yeah, I think one of the common mistakes is that consistency part. Most people think that consistency means that every day of the week you're doing something that has to do with fitness. You must achieve your fitness goal. But trust me, it will frustrate you. It will really, really frustrate you because consistency doesn't mean that, let me say you want to take 30, an hour walk every day of the week. Consistency can mean today you took 10 minutes. It's a progress. Maybe tomorrow you're able to take 45 minutes. It's okay. Maybe on Wednesday you're able to take 20 minutes. It's part of progress. That's the thing. So most times when people feel like they've missed 2 days in their fitness goal or fitness plan, they tend to realize, oh, what's the point? That's one of the mistakes that if you have that results oriented and progress, it will make you not even achieve any of your fitness goals. So one of the things people think about is consistency, meaning that you always have to get it right at every day. Trust me, there are days, even now, our body is very beautiful. There are days whereby you feel energized to do the whole exercise you're supposed to do in a day. Then the next day, you just feel like, I don't have strength. Oh. It's like it's 10% I'm going to do. I just do 2 exercises. It's part of it. You get so consistency doesn't really mean that you always have to get this right every day. Okay, you might decide that, oh, I'm going to take 5,000 steps, but the steps you took in the different days of the week can vary. The idea is that you are now more conscious of adding, of being fit in a day, and that mindset change is the game changer for you. So consistency is one of the whole thing that can change your stop you from achieving your fitness goal. Then another thing I'll let you know is that trust me, if you don't work out now, you will need it in the future. So it's better you start now. So you have to really change your mind that you are not too busy to work out. You are not too busy. You have time. And one of the things you can even do is to merging um activities together. Then when I take course, I listen to podcasts. That way I'm taking my mind off the screen and I'm working out. So find out some activities that you can also merge, like things like this, to merge to also achieve your daily target or daily goal. You get so things like this is something you can also that can also demoralize people because most times when you tell them to work out, they are thinking of the time it will take them. Let me say they would have achieved a particular task, a particular work task within that time, when they can actually merge both activities to achieve the same goal for them to meet up with their target. So anything is possible in this space. Trust me, it's easy and it's much more easier now to work out than to stay at home. I like telling people this. You think that working out now is time consuming until you are faced with um, a sickness that you know that you would have avoided if you are more active. I remember, I think, I don't know if it was last 2 years, I don't know, Ms. Victoria, if you remember, you shared with me about a guy that died in the space because he wasn't active. Even though he was making that amount of money, he wasn't able to eat the money. because he wasn't active. And trust me, your body is programmed to move. So you must move it. If you don't move your body, you will have pains. Then before we even start talking about other diseases that come with not being active. So that's just basically it.
Thank you so much, so much, so much, so much, so much. I know you're the founder of Jennifer's Hub, and you have a community. So, um, how can someone get involved, be a part of the community? What are the benefits of being part of the community? Because I know that one of the things that can help someone achieve some of this is having accountability partner, right? Having someone to be accountable to,
Yeah,
right? Yes. So, what do you recommend?
I can't hear you.
Did you hear my question? I said, you know,
You are
what
muted.
I wasn't muted. Can you hear me now?
Yes, I can. I can.
Okay, I said you have a community, right? And one of the things that helps
Yeah.
people achieve their fitness goals is having an accountability partner, right? So how can they get involved with your brand, your community, in order to stay accountable and achieve their fitness goals?
Okay. So basically, my community is free. Yeah, it's free. In the sense, in the community, I share nutrition tips generally, nutrition, fitness tips. And one of the things that people don't understand is that most of all the programs I do, I run it within my community because I believe they are my first contacts. Like they are the people I want to help. They're the ones interested in the whole fitness this thing. So what I do for people is I know they are new to this whole nutrition and fitness plan. So what I do is I have the first one-on-one call with them because I want to understand what their lifestyle has been before joining the community so that I can help them adjust that lifestyle to build a healthier one. So after taking the coaching call, at least I will also share with them things that they can start doing to like just tiny tiny steps they can do to start building some of these long lasting healthier habits. So that's one of the things, the coaching course. Then I have programs that I'm running. I think the current one that will be starting very soon is losing weight, and it's going to happen with it like losing 3 kg in less than a month. Yeah, it's possible. And one of the things about my community is I know there are other plans, fitness plans that has to do with big um, amounts of money. Like, so some people it looks big, but it's not big. It's not big per se when you calculate the resources and time you get. But how I do my payment system is more of accountability for you. Like I reduced my. It was funny because it didn't make sense, but I think it's one of the ways I help my community people to achieve their goal without breaking the bank. So normally my program should be 50,000 naira, but I brought it down for them to 5,000 so that it's more like commitment fee. So what you're doing is you're paying your commitment fee to see your goal. You know, people need something to hang on to at least hold them accountable. So when people commit money to something, it's easiest for them to follow the schedule, the whole routine around it, because they want to see that result. So one of the reasons why people pay, I have free programs, okay, but one of the reasons why people pay is for that accountability on their part. Then apart from that, every day you have something to report on to me. I remember the last program we did is BBH challenge, busy but healthy challenge, whereby every day you must take a fruit. You must snap picture of the meal you ate because I want to see, oh, are you adding veggies to your food? Were you able to take your walks that day? And there's a part of my community that I love so much, the part of affirmation. Because one of the things I observe with people that want to lose weight or want to, so most, let's say 90, 80% of people that want to change their lifestyle, some of them have had bad esteem about themselves. So some of them are even coming in to prove a point to other people. So when I incorporated that information is to help you change how you see yourself. Because one of the things you have to know is that nobody's size is the ideal size. Growing up, I don't know in Igbo, then when they are teaching us Igbo, they were saying, I don't know the particular type of festival they call it, but before a woman gets married, they seclude her to a place and they are feeding her back to back until she grows fat. So beauty there was that you had body. And there are some places in this world that still believe that the real woman is that woman that is genge. But now, what we have now is maybe skinny or figure eight. So most people come in with that mentality. Oh, I want to prove a point to people. I want to change how I look. So one of the ways I tend to change their mindset is by changing how they see themselves. So that's the part of the affirmation part. So you must take your affirmations and report because my pastor will always say anything that was not reported was not done. So by reporting is even giving me an idea of, oh, you did this, you weren't able to do this. I'm not telling you to lie about your report because lying about your report will not help me help you. You get, but if I know you're having problem around adding veggies to your food, I can reach out to you and know, oh, what's opening, what's the challenge you are facing. You get, there's a lady in my community currently, she's a student. So whenever she travels back to school, she doesn't take more vegetables because the market is quite far from both the school and both like her lodge. So she reached out to me. So I just gave her some tips on how to go about it, and it's working for her. She has even lost weight, as in I'm so happy because she had a wrong mindset about herself, some things like this. So these are some of the things you get to gain by joining a community. People that understand you and is able to guide you on the right path until you achieve or build that healthy lifestyle. Trust me, building a healthy lifestyle is not just for you, but also for your future family too. So that's it for me. Okay, I think long term. So if you're ready to think long term too, then yeah, we are free to join my community. I said a lot of things.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Miss Jennifer. It's been an impactful time. I hope we really enjoy this session. So I want to check comment section to know if we have any questions whatsoever.
Okay.
Um, so thank you so much for this. You've answered a lot of questions. You've answered a lot of questions, and we don't have any question here. But regardless, if you have any, you can still like drop it in the comment section. She'll come later in the chat and answer those questions later. Like I said, you can follow her, Jennifer Nnamdi underscore and at Falcop official. Remember, spend your time right now so you can be fit. So you don't spend your money trying to get well, right? Spend time now to be fit so you don't spend money trying to get well. And it's just in the tiny little things, those small steps, those just getting up, taking some steps, 10 minutes, 15 minutes, you've heard it from her. It doesn't have to be something, it doesn't have to sound very, very magnanimous before you say, oh, you've done something very good for your health. So I'm really glad that you had time, you made out time today to um, you know, teach us these things, and we're looking forward to having you some other time. This recording will be here for you to go through it. You need it. I mean, last 2 years, we had a lot of people who fell sick, who died just because of trying so hard to cash out from this crypto space. You and your generation need you to be alive. So make sure that you take to heart the lessons shared in today's session. And I want this opportunity to also tell you that webinar session coming next week, and it has to do with making the money. So we did this remote part first, so that you know that you need to be wellness is first. Then next week we talk about how to get jobs, how to make money from crypto jobs, and after that on another live session. So next 2 weeks, get ready to get some real value from us. So if you have questions about landing opportunities in this space, bring it. I'm going to be your speaker and your host next week, Friday by 7 p.m. Nigerian time. So, thank you so much, Miss Jennifer. Thank you so much, everybody who joined us this evening. Um, See you next time, same station, same handle. All right, bye bye, and have enjoy your weekend.
Thank you very much.